lovely day!
Hey guys, Jim here. Welcome back once again. Today we're going to be taking a look at a beautiful, beautiful offering from Rikeknife. This is the 1902. Now, I've had the wonderful opportunity to be, I think I was pretty much the first person out here on YouTube to introduce you guys to Rikeknife. This goes back probably 12 or so years ago, maybe 10, I'm not sure. But I believe I was the first, if not one of the first. And I've enjoyed their work throughout the years. Not everything has struck me, but one of the things that I particularly enjoy from them are their very modern and futuristic designs that they do. And then they go way off and do crazy art knives that normal, mere mortals can afford. It's pretty darn cool. What you're looking at here with the 1902 is one of their more standard EDC knives that you would actually carry, that isn't just pocket jewelry, and it's done so in a very high-end luxury feel. This feels, when you put it in your hand, when you feel the way that this was made, all the contours that were done, the way the inlays were done, and when you feel this action, you would think that you're holding a good $1,200, $1,400, $1,500 knife in your hand, and it's just not anywhere near that. Rike is able to offer some extreme designs, just absolutely beautifully done with incredible finish work and done with amazing materials for prices that most everybody can afford. Look at all the details here. The titanium pivot collars that were anodized gold, the gold anodized hardware on the only two exposed body screws. Then you've got the Todd Begg style clip with the ceramic ball in the end, and that allows you to have perfect tension in the pocket without having to struggle to get it over the lip to put it in or for it snagging on the way out. It's always perfect, and that's why I love that clip design so much. I love the way they did the blade window and then the extended cutout. It really, really looks good. It's a long, sleek, aggressive looking knife. The inlays of the marbled carbon fiber are just awesome. They fit very, very well. They're well pocketed. They have blued the almost 100% length titanium backspacer. Catches the light nicely. You've got a lanyard opening back here. Titanium frame lock in a unique finish. I'm going to have to call this a gunmetal finish because I think that that's the most accurate way to describe it. It really is a dark, dark gray that has almost a, boy, I don't know if I can quite get, let me see if I could do a close-up here. I'm going to have to adjust the lens and see if I can really show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so you have a very fine eggshell finish. And that gives you a nice sheen when the light dances across it. And it's got a nice texture to it that's very, very fine. This is actually one of my favorite parts of this whole knife. It doesn't stand out as much as the fancy pivot and pivot collar and the inlays. It's much more subtle, but if you really enjoy stuff like this, then you're going to get a great appreciation from it. Yeah, there's something about that finish that really, really excites me. Another thing that excites me is the feel in the hand. Now, it does taper to get quite skinny, so if you've got large hands like I do, you're going to wrap around it quite a bit, but it feels really, really nice. Detent is a medium to strong that's pretty crisp, and the action is so wonderfully smooth. It feels great. They've also done a really good job on shaping the flipper tab and the jimping on there. It grabs your flesh and gives you the solid purchase on the flipper tab that you need to always get the perfect flip. Can you reverse flick it? Yes, you can, but you're really grabbing more into the machine cutout and not so much into the window there. But you can certainly do that if that's what you want to do. One of the things I think is going to surprise most people when they get this knife, even though, yes, everybody can read and you understand what measurements are, you look at it online and go, okay, it's got a 3.93 inch blade. Realize that is just a tick under 4 inches. This is a 9-inch overall knife. This is a big, long knife, but it's slender, it's slim, and it's very lightweight. It's deceivingly lightweight, 4.93 ounces. That sounds like it could be a little bit hefty, but it's not. And it's so well balanced. The balance point is right behind the bolster area there, or what would be a bolster. And it feels really, really good in the hands overall. One of the things that Richard Wu over at Rikeknife prides himself on, besides the incredible machining skill, is his attention to detail in very extravagant art-like designs. There's a lot going on here, design-wise. First, in the shape of the handle, the shape of the blade, the way those two complement each other, both open and closed, but also the way that he's done this split frame design. That's something I'm a fan of. If you've seen a lot of my designs, then you know that I like to do the same kind of thing. I like to have separation where there's panels of carbon fiber or whatever inlay material with the titanium frame in between it. I just think it's a handsome look, and it breaks up the monotony of just having one single inlay. And his idea of milling these pockets into the backside keeps the typical boring lock side on a frame lock from being boring. I love that. And then you've also got this little pronounced peak right here. Let me see if the light is catching it just right. So it's where the backside of the frame comes up, and then it just kind of dips in here toward the lock, and it's got this nice little line right there. Again, it's subtle, but it's something nice. It's like when you see the right body lines in the fender of a car. It's not the most important thing. It's not the first thing that people see generally, but it's what adds to the overall aesthetic and makes one design stand out more in people's eyes than others. And that's what Richard is so damn good at, is creating these subtle little things, along with a bunch of crazy over-the-top things as well. I don't want to say that he doesn't do that. He does, but he's also good at bringing out subtlety. There is the signed titanium pivot that is anodized to a sky blue or a cyan, and then that's surrounded by that golden anodized titanium pivot collar. It's a really nice combination. I typically don't like gold colors on my knives, but this is a nice combination. Having it against this gunmetal color of titanium, it works. Works really, really well. I think if anything doesn't work, it's maybe the blue. I would have perhaps maybe done gold for the backspacer and pocket clip, because now you got blue going up against red, up against gunmetal, then up against gold. I don't know that it really, really works. I'm sure for a lot of you out there, that's one of your favorite things. You're like, oh, the blue is what does it. And that's cool, man. But I think overall, the aesthetic balance on this is fantastic. It's long, it's sleek, it's beautiful. It almost looks like an alien weapon of some sort. Really, really well done, Rike. Always good to see something in from them. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of carrying it. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.